And it is a pleasure for me to visit your club. I've been here a number of times over the quite a number of years, but the last visit I had was during the course of your celebration of your 100th anniversary, along with then I was a chairman of the executive committee, and in my second year as a member of the board of directors of Rotary International, and D.K. Lee was president, and so it was our joint honor to be able to spend quite a bit of time with you and marched in your parade, as a matter of fact, that you had, and to share a little bit in the celebration of the 100th anniversary of your club. So your club has such a rich history. And I want to bring you personal greetings from the president of the Los Angeles Rotary Club, LA5, the 5th Rotary Club, following you guys, and Oakland and Seattle. And Todd Johnson's doing a great job this year, and so he brings his personal greetings by way of me. And our bond of friendship between our two clubs goes back, I think, into the 1920s, with golf tournaments and other things that we have done over all of these years together. And I think we've even had some joint activities or communications this year, if I'm not mistaken, David. So. And I want to thank you, President David, and Phyllis Nuss also for the invitation for me to stop in here as it worked out. The past, I was in the neighborhood, if you will, for the Association of Professional Fundraising International Convention that's being held at the Moscone Center. And to receive the AFP is their acronym. And about an hour and a half ago, I was before that audience of about 3,000 people receiving their award of the world's outstanding foundation for the year 2016 by the Association of Fundraising Professionals. And obviously that's why I came to town, and Phyllis has her antenna out always for when Rotary leaders come to town, and so she said, hey, would you mind stopping by our club? And I said I'd love to do it if the time will work out, and it did work out. But I was thinking that attending that convention and with that kind of a turnout, really a terrific and very enthusiastic group, I might mention, of professionals from all around the world, but very heavily from North America, was really quite an opening act, if you will, before coming to what I consider truly this historic club. The AFP award helps to validate the value and the significance of your club's generosity to the Rotary Foundation. And indeed, that award could not have happened if it were not for the kind of support that Rotarians around the world and Rotarians in this room and in District 5150 have provided. That is the only reason we were able to receive that award. So you see, it wasn't just the Rotary Foundation being recognized, it was all of you and all of the other Rotarians who have been supporting the Rotary Foundation that were really being recognized. My purpose in being here is to personally convey on behalf of the Rotary Foundation our deepest appreciation for your club's outstanding commitment to Rotary's highest ideal of service above self. And I would ask for a show of hands, but I won't do that. Well, why are you here? And so I don't know how many of you might know that your club just within the past week broke in total giving to the Rotary Foundation, San Francisco #2, the $2 million mark. Did you know that? $2 million? Okay. Okay. So I bring you greetings from and deep gratitude from the chair of the Rotary Foundation currently, Kalyan Banerjee from Mumbai, India. And he wrote a letter, which I will present to you in a few minutes, David, that I'd like just to read one little excerpt from it, and I quote, "This Rotary year is truly significant as the Rotary Foundation turns 100 years old and joins the Rotary Club of San Francisco, now 108 years old. This is a milestone few organizations reach. Congratulations to your club for giving more than $2 million to the Rotary Foundation. Most importantly, I want to recognize you for your continued service to communities around the world. And because of your club's generosity, you are improving lives in San Francisco and around the world," unquote. And this is in part of the letter that I will present to you, signed by Chairman Callion. The success of the Rotary Foundation to a large extent mirrors the success of your club in times of peace and conflict and through times of economic turmoil and times of prosperity. And I recall, and some of you obviously may recall this, some of you may have actually been there when this occurred, but some of you may have read about it in the history books, just 2 years after San Francisco's great earthquake. Now, that's not the one in what was it, when the ball game was going on? Now, going back, way back. Just 2 years after that earthquake, your club was formed, and it immediately set about the task of helping rebuild the city. And your club's members played influential roles. This is in addition, at another point in time, in spearheading global events for peace and understanding, such as the Panama Pacific International Exposition and the 6th Annual Rotary Convention in 1915. Now, one of the messages that I shared at the AFP conference earlier this morning was that in the spring of 1945, just about a mile from this hotel, dozens of Rotary members gathered together with about 50 delegates of other countries, from other countries, to start a new era out of the ashes of World War II. And it was at that conference that the United Nations was founded. So while Rotary was born in Chicago, it was defined on the West Coast of the United States, and half of the first 10 Rotary clubs in the world were born in this region. And many innovations in Rotary and innovations to promote our causes for international peace and understanding have all started here in this area specifically. So we celebrate this today, and we celebrate your club and not only hitting the $2 million mark, but we also celebrate the incredible job that you have done in so many different ways over the years. And your club is much like the Rotary Foundation in that at its best, it is defined by its global outlook and its drive for innovation to serve humanity.